Okay, so now the formal invitation. Now, formal invitations are normally written to the people with whom we are formally associated. We are connected to them through our business, profession, or any other way which is not called personal relation. And that's where the invitation becomes very important. Now, the formal invitation is divided into two, the card type or the letter type. The card type invitation is written basically when you want to invite a larger mass of people. You want the same card to be used to invite so many people. So that's where the card type is used. And the card type invitation is basically a center aligned. It is, suppose this is the box, so in the center we have to write. That's how it is center aligned. It starts with the name of the inviter, and whenever it is a family matter, the name of the ladies is given first. Like it is Mrs. and Mr. XYZ, it will appear like that. Not Mr. and Mrs. Instead, Mrs. and Mr. Now, the prepositions are to be used separately in between. So, how will it look? Mrs. and Mr. XYZ request will be in the next line. The pleasure of your company in one line. Next line again in the middle. On. Next line. The auspicious occasion. Next line of. Next line. The marriage of. Next line. The name of the son or the daughter. With. The name of the daughter means the would-be wife or would-be husband. Below that, within bracket, the name of the daughter or means would-be husband or wife's parents' name. Like again, it will be Mrs. and Mr. XYZ or ABC. Close the bracket. On, next line, the date and the day. Then below that, at the venue, the address. Now this is how it will look. Now I am giving you a sample of a wedding invitation. So this is done. Then on this side, you will be giving the program, how the program is going to be. So it can be like it's a marriage. So the barat, then the time, the marriage, then the time, then the lunch or dinner and the time, something like that. And on this side, you are going to give RSVP. It's a French acronym for reply expected. So here below RSVP, you have to write a short address in 3 lines, which will be the address where you want the invitee to reply about their presence. Or if they are missing out, still they want to communicate, they can communicate at that address. Because at the venue, you will be there on that day only. Whereas the reply can come before the event. So RSVP will be the address at which the replies are going to come. So they should be of 3 lines in short. And so one side RSVP, one side the program. This is just after the whole card matter. And then you have to close the box. So this is the formal invitation of card type. The next is letter type formal invitation. Now this is an invitation given to a particular person in special to invite, maybe for a marriage or any inauguration or any event, as maybe a chief guest or a special invitee. So that's where this formal invitation will be in the form of a letter. It will take the format of formal letters, like first the sender's address, then the date, then the receiver's name and the address, then the subject, then the salutation, and then an invitation body of one paragraph where you can write, "We are glad to invite you." It can be anything. I am just giving you one sample, that we are glad to invite you on the auspicious occasion of XYZ event to be held at our place. You are being invited as the chief guest for the program, as we know your presence is going to make a great difference to the event itself. We are looking forward for your company. We would appreciate the consent from you at the earliest at the given address. Thanking you, yours sincerely, and then the name of the inviter. And then this is how the box will be closed. This was a simple invitation for you in the form of letter. So we saw formal invitations of two types, that is the card type and the letter type. Now coming to informal invitation. Informal invitation is, as the name suggests, given to the friends, family members or the relatives whom we know by face, whom we know by personality. So again, the event can be a personal event because it's an informal invitation, and it is to be of letter type, so it will take the format of informal letter. So what we have to do first is the date or the receiver's name, address, then the salutation, and then the body. Now here the content could be similar as the formal invitation, but the language can be informal. And here we can use the personal pronouns like I, me, my, you, or whatever like that. And that's how, and then you have to give a closing salutation and your name, and you need to close the box. So this is how your informal invitation is going to look. That's the invitation part. Now let's move to the replies. As I said, replies are critical for the host to plan out the things such that there is no loophole found in the hospitality. So whenever an invitation is meted out or given, it is a good practice to reply for the same. And as we had formal and informal invitations, likewise we have formal and informal replies also. So let's get straightway to the formal replies. It is again in the form of a letter, and the formal letter format is followed. So the sender's address, date, receiver's name and address, the subject, salutation, and then one paragraph body. Now in this one paragraph, what are you going to write is, first, you are going to thank you for the invitation that has been provided to you. Second, you will congratulate the host or the inviter for the event that is going to take place. And third, you are going to speak about or write about whether you are attending or not. If you are attending, you can mention over there on which date, which time you are reaching there, such that you can be received very well. In some cases, you may not be able to reach there. You may not be able to attend the event. So you need to apologize for not being able to and give a suitable reason for that. That would be a good courtesy on your part as a replier of the invitation. Once this information is completed in the one paragraph, next you need to give the closing salutation and the name. And that's how your formal reply is complete. Now, informal reply. Informal reply is something similar to formal reply as far as the content is concerned, and somewhat similar to the formal invitation as far as the format is concerned. So the date, the sender's address, then the salutation, and then the body. So here again, we need to first thank for the invitation. Second, congratulate on the event that is going to take place. Third, whether we are able to make it or we are not. In case we are going to go and attend, we need to tell when we are reaching there, how we are reaching there, such that they can receive us. Or in case we are not able to, then we need to regret having been unable to attend, giving a specific reason. And then closing salutation, your name, and close the box. That's how the informal reply can be completed. So I hope this comprehensive module of invitation and reply would make or would bring a lot of clarity to you as far as the exam is concerned, or for that matter in the real life also. Thank you.